The surface, and then we've got the earth gong, and then we rise up into the heavens with the moon gong. So we see it as the three layers.
Magore And the other is the process of transformation of the spirit. There are three things that are needed. The first is a cauldron, a vehicle in which to put the elements. This is for longevity. But for transformation, it is a consciousness that is ready for change. The second thing is fire. And for longevity, a literal fire is needed, a fire of purification. But for transformation, that fire is our longing, the fire in our belly that we have had for liberation or freedom or nirvana or whatever it was. And thirdly, there are the ingredients that are placed in our cauldron. In the form of longevity, those elements are the minerals of life, the minerals that have made up these amazing gongs. But for transformation of the spirit, it's been our life experiences, it's been our disciplines, it's been our rituals that have provided this third necessity. But there is a fourth, and that fourth is what is called, for both forms of alchemy, the philosopher's stone, that secret ingredient that is added when the elements have been purified to transform them. So what's put to us today is the recognition that we are that secret ingredient that can bring about transformation in whatever it touches, according to the level of purification. There's a little story, just a short story, and it's about a young being called Aaron. He was of the Jewish faith, but one night he had a dream, and in that dream he dreamt that he had to go to the synagogue. And when he arrived there and opened the door, there was a sole person. And when Aaron entered the synagogue and faced this being, he almost gasped because he could feel that being's pain, that suffering that was there. And this being spoke to him and said, Aaron, it is you who has to help us. It is you who has to save us. It is you who has to transform us. But he said, I'm so young. I'm so young. What would I have to do? And the being said, you must blow the shofar. And then his dream ended. And he woke up. And he said to himself, but I'm so young. I can't even wear a shawl. I can't even blow the shofar. And he tried to put the dream out of his mind. But again, the next night, when he went to sleep, again the dream came. He had to go to the synagogue. And when he got there was a mass of people. The synagogue was filled with souls. And when he went in and faced those souls, he reeled at the pain and suffering that they exuded. And in chorus they said to him, you have to help us. You have to help us. It's only you. And the dream ended. And again he spent the day labouring. But I'm so young, I don't even know how to blow a shofar. But again, on the third night, again he went into the dream. And the dream was so real for him that he had to get up out of his bed and go to the synagogue physically. And when he opened the door, it was empty. But there was a shofar. He went over and he picked up the shofar with great trepidation. But something inside of him burned inside, and he raced outside with the shofar in his hand. And with some thought, I hope I'm in time. I hope I'm in time. He raised the shofar to his lips, and he blew. He blew a sound that seemed to rise through the ethers, filling everything. And as the sound of the shofar permeated throughout, it seemed, all of existence, there seemed to rise up a great sigh. A great sigh that filled Aaron with a sense of But then he realized that the sun was coming up and that the shofar belonged in the synagogue. So he raced back into the synagogue to place the shofar in its place. And there was a sole person there. And when that person turned around, he found that it was his rabbi. And he was fearful. He thought that his rabbi was going to scold him. How dare you? But instead, the rabbi said, Aaron, it had to be you. So it's now time for us to blow our shofar. It's time for us to recognize that we are that philosopher's stone, that magic secret ingredient that can touch a soul in any way. A smile, a touch, an embrace, a look. This is why we're gathered here now, because we have those three ingredients. We have this cauldron, this wonderful place where we've gathered. We have the fire that brought you here. And we have the other ingredients that were provided. Qigong, the dance, the music. Now it's your turn, your chance, if you will, to stand up and blow your shofar. Bless all of us in the way that you're inspired to do. This is the opportunity that's being brought to you. This is why we have gathered here. So take the chance. Give us your blessing. Give us your touch in whatever way you're inspired to do. Blow your shofar. Let us hear the note that will resonate with each of us and go out into the ethers. Do it now.
고야나노 너결만나야 너결만나야 너냐나 고한나해 호나야나 호나야나야나고 호나유 호나유 호야나나야나고 호야나고 하나나는 돈가 나야 노요 마야 나양고